Once upon a time, there lived a son of a poor hunter named Eklavya. He wanted to learn archery himself to save the deers in the forest from the leopards that were hunting them. So he went to Dronacharya. Dronacharya was the best guru of archery at that time, and he was teaching the 5 Pandavas of the royal family. So at that time, there was a rule that a teacher of the members of the royal family could not teach anyone else. This rule existed so that no one could become as powerful as the members of the royal family for the safety of the region. So when Eklavya went to Dronacharya for his mentorship, Dronacharya had no choice but to refuse. But Eklavya didn't give up. In his heart, he had already accepted Dronacharya as his guru. So Eklavya went home and made a statue of Dronacharya. And over the course of many years, with patience, sincerity, dedication, and hard work, Eklavya became an amazing archer. And surprisingly, even better than the princes that were learning under Dronacharya. Eklavya became so good that he could just hear the sound of the animal and shoot it. So one day, Arjun, the best of the 5 Pandavas and Dronacharya's star student, found out about Eklavya. Arjun got even more agitated when he found out that Eklavya was actually better than him. So he went to Eklavya and asked him, "Who taught you archery?" Eklavya replied in one word, Dronacharya. After listening to this, Arjun was extremely angry because he knew that Dronacharya was not allowed to teach anyone but the royal family. So he went to Dronacharya and asked him, "What is this? How could you do this? You have betrayed the royal family and you've committed a crime. You're only supposed to teach us and you've taught this man and now he's a better archer than I am." Dronacharya was extremely confused at Arjun's allegations because he never taught anyone. Dronacharya went into deep thought. He wondered who this student of his was, who had learned archery so well that he was even better than Arjun, but whose name he couldn't remember. He thought for a very long time but didn't have an answer for Arjun. Dronacharya himself couldn't believe that there was someone who was better than Arjun. So Arjun and Dronacharya both decided to go meet Eklavya. Eklavya was delighted to be in Dronacharya's presence and welcomed him with great love and honor. And then Eklavya took both of them to the statue he had made of Dronacharya and told him that he had been practicing all these years and perfecting his craft, fully believing that the statue was his guru. So in ancient times, there was a common practice called Guru Dakshina, where the student would give a gift or a fee to his guru for all the knowledge gained by him. So then Dronacharya said, "Eklavya, as part of Guru Dakshina, you must give me the thumb of your right hand." Eklavya knew that without the thumb of his right hand, his archery days were over. But without a second thought, he cut off his thumb and offered it to his guru. The main lesson that is usually highlighted through the story is Eklavya's devotion to Dronacharya. But I'd actually like to add to that. The most basic thing for someone to get skillful at archery is a bow and arrow and a guru. So Eklavya went to the best known guru then, but was refused. But not having a guru at all didn't stop Eklavya. He didn't give up on what he wanted, nor did he sit around and wait for someone else. He decided to take matters in his own hands. He built a statue of Dronacharya and theoretically learned from Dronacharya. But in reality, it was all him, his dedication and his persistence that made him an even better archer than Arjun. If he would have given up just because he didn't get Dronacharya as his guru, we would not have heard of his story at all. So for me, the key takeaway is you do not need the best equipment, the best resources, the best of everything to excel. All you need is to be extremely dedicated to what you need to achieve. And most importantly, just start.